I did the original Sierra's prayer.
Girl,
before hearing Sierra's prayer, I prayed for my man. The first conversation he prayed for me. First conversation he prayed for me. Wow. That got my attention. That's how I went on a date with him. It was nothing else. I'm like, if he don't come to this door though with some flowers or something, it's gonna be a problem.
He is much different than what you were used to.
Through God, you can work through anything if you want to.
Absolutely.
It takes two, not one.
It's such a transformation within us where it's like, okay, I can feel safe with him. You know what I mean? Like you said, even just mindset, you guys are really trying to figure out what the future is looking like for the family. You know what I mean?
I was losing myself because I was so worried about them. Do not go into a situation or relationship thinking that they should heal you or they need to help you be happy, or like you have to do the work. Do not be a liability. Be an asset, please.
If we can get the fundamentals right, if we can get the foundation sturdy enough, you can really build upon that and it can last a lifetime.
Go back to the do you like me? Yes or no?
Yeah. Girl, you better say that. Okay. Hey y'all, it's your girl Britt with Beaut Podcast, your relationship podcast where me and my special guests, we take relationship topics, struggles, and challenges. We dive into it with the overall goal of being able to create a more positive change and healthier relationships for all. So welcome once again. You guys, you're in for a treat. As always, we got a hot, juicy topic coming your way. And, without further ado, I'm going to introduce my special guest. I got a beauty on this time, y'all. But the topic is still going to be very much relatable to all. So, Miss Whitney Denise, let them know who you are, what you do, girl, and we're going to get right into it after that.
Hey y'all, so my name is Whitney Denise. I am a licensed esthetician specializing in skin and makeup. I'm a beautypreneur. I do all things beauty. I represent all things beauty and skin. So that's who I am. I'm for the girls. I'm truly for the girls. I'm women empowerment. I am beauty. That's who I am. Oh. So it's only right for me to be on Beauty Talk.
Love it. And what she's called, a beautypreneur?
Yes, beautypreneur.
Okay,
yes.
I like that. Now, a little tongue twist for me, but I like it, though. I like it. So, yes, as you guys can see, just by the fabulous look, that she does the face, she beats to the gods. And you're right. It is only befitting that you be on Beauty Talk. Yes. So we are going to talk about the ultimate makeover, y'all. Yeah. Now, it's not what you probably think, because really when it comes to makeover, I know you guys are thinking just more exterior. And when we grew up, that's all we seen. When people were getting makeovers, you're seeing the befores and afters, and it's like, oh, the dramatic changes. But what about the ultimate makeover it takes to do it from the inside out? So that's what it's going to be all about today, y'all. So what got you into, being an esthetician, wanting to be a beautypreneur? Like, yes. I said that right, y'all. I love it. It's going to grow on me eventually. It's going to roll off the tongue eventually. But what got you into it? Tell me the story behind that.
Well, I would say, to be honest, me and I have a twin sister. Her name's Brittany as well.
Oh, okay.
And we always grew up was like wanting to be in the beauty industry, but we thought we would do hair. A lot of people don't know that. Like, we used to draw like our own salon books. You know the salon books they used to have back in the day. So we used to do that, and she kind of steered away from it. But I used to draw a lot, like cartoons, anime. I just was into drawing. I love drawing. So I started watching YouTube videos, and then I started binge watching beauty. I think because I wanted to learn how to do eyeshadow.
Okay.
So I just started binge watching them. And one day I was like, I could do this. So I started doing it on myself. And then I'm like, I could really do this as a career. And before I knew, they didn't have makeup certifications.
Okay.
So then I looked it up. Esthetician popped up. And I'm like, what is an esthetician?
Right.
But then it says skin specialist, beauty, makeup, lash. You could do whatever. So I'm like, let me go to school for this. And that's what happened.
That's what's
2019, I got my license, and 2020, I quit my corporate job and just became a full-time entrepreneur.
Okay, well, it's not even mad at you for doing what you want to do, pursuing your dreams. And you've been doing it now for what, 6 years
Yes.
now and counting? So, having fun, being able to see, ladies and the transformation you're able to create and make happen. That's got to be a sight to see. Like I said, I live for it, I live for it.
I love it.
Because eventually, y'all, because when schedules align, I'm going to definitely have, maybe even a behind the scenes, because that way you guys can see me transformed and made over. Yes. So I can't wait to be able to sit in your chair, because your suite looks gorgeous from what I saw. I know it's still in transition.
Yes.
But I love it. Congratulations to you, by the way. I'm a big follower of hers, so I make sure I tap in with you. And, this was long awaited,
Yes.
Tried to do this, I think in July, and, things we had to shift and make some things happen, but it's finally here. So I'm glad you got to come on the couch.
Look, it's comfortable. I'm trying to stay up, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
It do take you to sink in, y'all. I'm just saying.
But thank you for having me, love.
Of course. Now listen, when it comes to, like I said, we're gonna go back a little bit. We're gonna go back in the time a little bit. Mm-hmm. So for us girls, so you're doing your thing with the makeup and everything, but outside of your 9-to-5, your entrepreneurship role, you also have a personal life, and at the time, I know that we were talking off camera that once upon a time you had a boo, and it was a long-term relationship too. I believe it was like a decade long. Mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about that. Because like I said, for some of us, that can be a struggle when you've been with someone for so long that we get comfortable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So give us a little bit of what was going on.
So a lot of people don't know this part about me because I was always secretive about it. But I was in a relationship from 17 to 27.
Okay.
I'm 33.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
Okay. So that was a long time, and I was in corporate. So at that time, I didn't think about entrepreneurship or anything like that. But once I knew that I was going to enter into entrepreneurship, mm-hmm. I knew that I couldn't be comfortable anymore. Yeah. I couldn't stay stagnant. So I had to get uncomfortable, and I had to do the biggest thing, which was leaving and starting my business, because I knew that my business wouldn't grow in that environment.
Yeah.
And we did wind up being good friends still afterwards.
Okay.
But I just had to cut ties.
Okay.
So after that, you try to figure yourself out. You become naive. Look, you're naive. You don't know life. You don't know how to date. You don't know how to do anything.
No.
You literally spent so much time with one person.
Yeah.
So I went through my, my trials and tribulations of heartbreak or whatever. Yeah. But a lot of times, people don't give you grace because they don't know how to give you grace. Mm-hmm. They don't know your story. They don't know what you've been through. So a lot of things always become miscommunication. Mm. But God literally allowed me to be single for 5 years to figure myself out.
Wow.
And now I'm in the healthiest relationship I've ever been in.
All right.
That I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Hello? And I'm not just saying that because it's my man. I'm just saying it because it's centered around God. Truly centered around God from day one.
Which is that's very necessary. In fact, very critical, I like to say, in any relationship. You need that good, solid foundation. Yes. And what better way than to have kind of God as the center of it all. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So, okay, so 5 years, girl, that's quite a bit of time in the single/dating.
Yeah, it was some dating for sure.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship, you like, I need to be with somebody. I want to be with somebody. I don't want to be single.
Yeah.
So I believe I probably spent maybe 1 year to myself. Mm. And during that 1 year, God showed me him at an event. Like, we crossed paths because we've known each other already, but we crossed paths at an event, and never would have thought that he would be my man.
Yeah.
Never would have thought that we would be together today.
Wow. I can believe it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny how a lot of the beautiful love stories that I hear about, it normally is like I wasn't even looking. That wasn't on my radar. Like, I was just doing my own thing, minding my own business, and then bam.
Yep. And I will, and look, and I know it might sound so cliche and fairy tale, but I promise you, one of my friends could vouch for this. I prayed.
Okay.
I did the original Sierra's prayer.
Girl, before
hearing Sierra's prayer, I prayed for my man. I said, God, I don't want to know how he looked. Wow. If he come with kids, that's fine, because kids always was a non-negotiable for me.
Okay.
I was like, Lord, this is how I want him to be a barber. I was very specific. And he said, okay. I'm telling you, the following month, February, he sent him to me. And I'm telling you, my friend could vouch for this, because we did our vision boards plain as day.
Yeah.
This is my vision board. And God sent him to me a month later.
Gosh,
crazy.
That is
it's crazy. I was like, because at one time I was like, dang, this quick, Lord, dang. Because I knew that week, like, first day, it was like, even though I knew of him, I didn't know him. So I was like, yeah, this is my man. First day.
First day.
Cut them all off.
Wow.
I cut everybody off.
Okay. Well, and see, I'm trying to tell you, gents, when you do it right, when you do it correctly, we don't need the roster, okay?
Hello, we don't want it.
Snip, flip, flip. They out of here, okay? Because my man. And that's all we see. That's all. We got tunnel vision. You're all we see in our direction. So, okay, so to be able to have gotten to that point of knowing and to be able to accept it in such a good way, because like you said, this is the healthiest relationship you ever been in, but there had to been some makeup within you to get to that point, especially because that 5-year gap, you had plenty of time to really work on yourself. So tell me some of the inner changes that you had to make, especially after coming out of that breakup. I'm sure, you know, it taught you some things in regards to what maybe you could have did differently, or maybe the signs of I should have been left, you know, just so many different attributes. So tell me how your journey looked of healing and growing.
So, to be honest, I was not healed when I got with my boyfriend. I was still heartbroken.
Wow.
That he asked me, and I was honest with him, and I said, I'm heartbroken. I told him about a previous situation that I was in, and he helped me heal. Like, he helped me during that process. Like, I told him I was super honest, and I said, I'm telling you, I'm a lot to deal with. I am still learning things. Like, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need you to help me. Like, if we're going to be together, you have to understand what I'm going through. You're in a different space than me. Yeah. Because he was divorced. Okay. But he's done the work to heal and stuff like that. Okay. And I didn't. I was literally like, not ready, but I was ready. Okay. So he helped me with that.
Wow. Well, that's definitely a switch up from what I'm used to, but that definitely is something that you can learn to appreciate for eternity. Because,
absolutely.
Obviously this is going to be your forever person. Hello. But what were some of the things that he was able to contribute in regards to helping you heal?
So, of course, our relationship is automatically led by God. So the first conversation he prayed for me. Wow. That got my attention. That's how I went on a date with him. It was nothing else. Okay. It was the fact that he prayed for me about a situation that I was going through. And I was like, wow, no man has ever took my hand and prayed for me like the way that he did. So we literally led our relationship based off that. Like, we literally been having our own devotion since we've gotten together, February 2023. Every Monday, we have our own devotion.
Oh, wow.
And we praise God. We pray to God. We lay everything on the table. We talk about so much. So I feel like without that, we wouldn't be able to get to where we are now.
Okay. No, that's fair. And I like the fact that you said from the very beginning, I think that might be also where a lot of us maybe mess up along the way, is being honest from the start. Like, hey, yo, I'm not all the way healed, but I have a desire to be. So even that desire, I think that he was able to see something that he can work with. You know what I mean? Because it's different when you try to put on the mask and put on the facade like, I'm good, I'm healed or whatever. You're lying to yourself. But to be honest, it gives him something to work with versus having to uncover it later and be like, what the heck?
because he sees the potential and he knows, he knew that I wanted to be the woman to him that he desired. So I asked him, like, what is it that I could do? Like, how could I be better?
Yeah.
He asked how he could be better. And we actually, he asked me to be his best friend before his woman.
I like
so he
that.
said, can you be my best friend? And I said, your best friend? First day. I said, yeah, sure. And that's how we built our relationship.
Okay.
So literally, like, my relationship is a fairy tale. I like her life.
Oh my gosh. I like that.
Like, nothing's perfect, but through God, you can work through anything if you want to.
Absolutely.
It takes two, not one.
That absolutely. I'm a strong believer in it as well. So Whitney, I can attest to that, girl.
Absolutely.
So, okay. So you realize that he is much different than what you were used to. Now, aside from his relationship with God and him just being, being kind, what were some other characteristics that you saw that was like, oh, he different? He is much different than the guys that I was used to in the past.
He knows how to lead. Like, he leads well. Like, he knows how to provide without having much. You know what I'm saying? Like, at first, when we started dating, we both entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
We prayed and said we want someone who we can build with. I told God, I want somebody I can build with, not somebody who already established. Because a lot of times, in that situation, when they're established and you're still building, they might kind of try to, play you, whatever, look down on you, tell you what to do and stuff like that. But when you're in the field together, it's a whole different type of beast. Wow. I'm telling you, the amount of things that we've been through and accomplished and overcome in these 2.5 years have been crazy.
I'm sure.
So it's all about the proper leadership, because he told me, I understand that you are an independent woman. I know that. I know who your mom is. But I want you to know that I'm prioritizing you as much as I prioritize my kids. So I want you to, kind of relax, more feminine. And that's the hardest thing for us women to do sometimes, when we're like so used to being independent and doing everything ourselves. Yeah. It's hard for us to allow the man to lead. Yeah. So that's where he comes in. Like, he leads and he understands. Okay. Awesome. So, I mean, I think that I can appreciate that too, because when we're able to, as us beauties, we can put our guards down, we really can tap more into our femininity. You know what I mean? More than before, we gushing, we don't know why, it's everything's about him. Like, it's such a transformation within us, where it's like, okay, I can feel safe with him. You know what I mean? That hits so different. You know what I mean? Now, before he even became best friends, like, you guys knew each other a couple years even before that, because you said that he already knew about your mom. Yeah, he used to work for my mother. Yeah. I've known him for 8 years prior to that, because a lot of people was like, you just up and jump in a relationship. But I knew of him for 8 years prior to us even dating. Okay. But I didn't know him. Okay. I didn't know his background. I didn't know who he was. But I felt safe because my mom approved too. Yeah. She told me first day, if you're not serious, if you're not going to be serious with him, do not. Because she knew, I was in my single phase. She said, you're not going to be serious with him, don't be serious. No, that's fact. Don't play with his heart. Don't do it. I'm serious this time, Ma. I got it, Ma. Right, it's good. Well, shout out to moms, because she kind of helped to bring this, together. And she was like, really? I'm like, yeah. No, and I think that always comes as a surprise, too, when you've known somebody for so many years. And it's like, well, why now? Right. You know what I mean? So I do have to ask that question now. After so many years of him being, you've seen him around, you've known he's had that relationship, a good connection with your mom. What made the moment that you guys met be like, okay, I guess I can go on a date? You know what I mean? What made you finally say yes? Hey y'all, I know you're enjoying the episode of Beauty Told. We're gonna get right back to it. But first, I have a question for you. Have you been struggling in your relationship, or maybe lack thereof, and just need someone you can trust to talk to?
Or maybe you find yourself back in them tired, played out games and wonder, how in the world did I get here? Well, guess what? You now can book a session with me at beautytold.com and let's talk about it. Let's heal, let's grow, let's build so that way you can become your better self, and that way you can attract what you are desiring and get the relationship that you so deserve. Oh, and don't forget to get your merch, such as hoodies, as well as mugs. Let's sip, let's talk, and let's make that positive change. We're going to become our best self, and I'm going to help you to get there. So again, I have so many to choose from as far as varieties that's best suited for you. Grab the relationship coaching that's going to be that game changer for you. And I can't wait to see you there. What are you waiting for?
I was in a very vulnerable space.
Okay.
To be honest.
Okay.
My car had just got totaled the day before. And it was Valentine's Day the next day. So when he asked me on a date, I said, why not have no other plans?
Okay.
I had maybe other options, but not options that were,
that were like really solid.
So I was like, why not? He officially asked me on a date properly.
Okay.
No other man did.
Okay.
So I'm like, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah, that's right. And how did that? Because I have to know, how did the first date go? Because like you said, it seems like he already was a man with a plan. Uh-huh. He already knew, okay, she said yes. That's all he needed. You know what I mean? He took off running. So tell us about the date. What was it that you guys did? And like I said, what was the point where you was like, yeah, he gonna be... Because us girls, like y'all guys, I'm sure, y'all be knowing very, very, very early in the talking and dating, like, oh yeah, this mine forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? So what made you realize, like, yeah?
So, like you said, men know the intention before they even pick you up or ask you out, or they know what their intentions are, right? Yep. So when the fact that the way he asked me on a date, the way that he prayed for me over the phone, it was automatically like... So my expectations was, I was like, okay, if he do not show up at this door when he pick me up, it's gonna be a problem. So already in my head, I already had like, you had your standards. Yes, I had my standards in place. So I'm like, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm just tired, and that was my first time actually like truly dating after I said my prayer. Okay, and I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna give it a try. Yeah. So I'm like, if he don't come to this door though with some flowers or something, it's gonna be a problem. And I had that standard. I was like, especially, you know me. Like, you know me already. So you know my expectations. Like, you kind of know what type of woman I am. For sure. So it's like, you better show up. So correct.
Plus, he knew mama. So she might have actually gave him a little whisper in the ear. Like, yeah.
No, my mother ain't going to whisper.
She know? Okay.
My mother stay at work, right? So I'm at home with my brother. And... he rings the doorbell, like, the old school days. Yes, so he shows up. He has a big bouquet of flowers, a candle, and I forget what else he had. And I was like so excited, like I'm getting like going to the door. I'm like, but my brother, like, I'm like, because I'm like going on an official date. Yeah. It hasn't been super long, but it's been a long time for like an official date. Right, especially the proper one. Right, and then he shows up to the door, ring the doorbell. Who does that in 2023? Yes, like, I know. They hook the horn, or I'm outside. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I put my stuff upstairs or whatever, and then I left. So that automatically set the tone for me. The music, the vibes, music. Mm-hmm. You learn so much about a man listening to the music that they play, right? So I'm like, this is my playlist. Like these my jams. This is my vibe, right? So we go. I think like he told me, a lot of men, they don't overdo it on the first date. Mm-hmm. They kind of like try to, gauge and see where you at. Ease their way. So we went to a bar, and then before we went to the bar, he like, can I get a hug? And I'm like, sure. So I give him a hug, girl. When I tell you this hug, mind you, I love me a tall man, but that's that wasn't my type that I attracted. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
the past year prior to him, I always had like a taller man. So when
Okay.
I hugged him, I was like, oh my gosh, my whole body fit inside of his. I'm like, oh my goodness, that hug! I'm telling you, like a teddy bear. Because my man is a big man. Like if y'all know my
Yeah.
man, he's
Right.
huge.
Right. Oh
My
yes.
gentle
I
giant.
got to
Okay.
meet him. Yeah.
So, so I'm like, oh my goodness, okay. So we go to the bar, you know, I'm watching him play pool. We have a conversation, we talking, and then we went to go see some live music. At
Okay.
B side, they had like a little Valentine's Day thing going on that day,
Nice. Nice.
and then I went to his barbershop that he was working at.
Okay.
So when I walked into the barbershop, girl, he had candles on the floor. Yes, candles on the floor. Had
Mhm.
wine, girl. We went to go get some food. Had the music playing. I said, okay,
Okay.
all
All right.
right. So he got him a first kiss that night, cause
Yeah, I mean, he
look,
went, he did, he
look,
did
cause
it. He
he
did
went
his
above and
thing.
beyond.
He
Even
did
though
his
it was
thing.
like super cute, low key and
Yeah,
chill, but it still was like it made a huge impact.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I love to hear it. First of all, y'all already know I love love. You know
Yes,
what I
we love
mean?
love.
And we love when a man is being very much taking into consideration the details and they actually are caring about the date. You know, it's not just a okay, this is something to do today. Like no, he really put forth effort.
Yes.
Effort, gents.
That's
I'm telling y'all. And beauties, we have to learn to appreciate it and match energy.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they go all out. Like you said, a kiss that, won't hurt nothing.
Hello.
You ain't got to go further than that now. But a kiss don't hurt the
And then, because
situation.
he made me wait. Hello.
Yeah.
That's another
Oh,
story.
okay. Oh, well, hello. I like him already. I was liking him already from day one. I really like him. Okay. So that was going to be part of my things too, because now I do have to ask this because I've heard from many, many men that they appreciate the natural beauty than the makeup. Now, was you all like nice and dialed up, or were you just like,
Oh, baby,
like,
I'm always going to be dolled up on the first date.
okay, period.
Always.
I
Look,
understand.
because he knew how I looked though. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Before the makeup, before I was Whitney Denise. You
Okay.
know, like he
Yeah.
knew me as I used to be super plain Jane, but I used to
Me
be
too.
cute. Lip gloss.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You know,
That's
maybe
it.
a little mascara. So he's seen me natural.
Okay.
Way more than he's seen me in makeup. So
Good.
of course I came dolled up though because it's like I'm
Yeah.
trying to impress. You know,
Yeah.
you put your best on when
Your
you try
best
to
foot
impress
forward. Okay,
somebody.
good,
Hello?
good, good. I was making sure you was matching his energy. He
Oh,
done went
yeah,
through
for
all this
sure.
effort.
For sure.
I've heard, unfortunately, there's been some females that don't, maybe not take it as seriously or just take it so lightly that it's just
Yeah.
like, I'm here. You know what I
Oh, yeah,
mean?
no.
I'm here to
You
get this
gonna
free. I'm
remember
here to get
me.
this free meal. You know what I mean?
No,
Just
you're
like
gonna remember me.
I I know
Every
that's
day.
right. To the point you ain't gonna want to lose me. Okay.
Hello?
All right, so yes, I do have to. Now that you already, gave us a sneak peek into what it was that he had as far as standards now too.
Yeah.
So one of them was that because obviously he was in the Lord, so in His Word and praying.
Uh-huh.
So he also had you guys like waiting.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, he's still a man. Let's
Yeah.
get that there.
Okay.
You know, he's still a man. So we had more intimate moments, and dancing and going out and making out like the old
Like you
way.
seen
So
yeah.
when I did, thought we were, but he like, you know what? I just want to make sure that you like me for me.
Oh,
So we're
I like
gonna
that.
wait. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
We can wait. No, we didn't wait that long, but we wait long enough to where I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
No, I can
I promise
appreciate
you,
that.
in that moment when I was like, look, I'm not waiting no more.
What did you say?
Okay.
All right, the wait is over. Okay.
Okay.
No, you know what? I think that for me lets you know a lot about the man too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
He just not screwing anything at any time.
Yeah.
He obviously wanted to, reserve himself for when that special moment does
Yeah.
come about. You know what I mean? So he obviously took in consideration that, like, no, this girl is precious. I want to get to know you on, and there's definitely different levels to intimacy. Does not always mean bedroom.
Right.
I think that people get that misconstrued all the time. But intimacy is just the connection, the chemistry.
Oh my gosh! And when you get to bask in that, before that, it just makes you. It makes us opportunity whenever you guys do go further. It
Yeah.
makes it so much more special.
Absolutely.
Because you guys get to really experience each other.
Yeah.
Like, I get to know who you are, your likes, your dislikes.
Yeah.
I can feel your presence. I can feel your energy. You know, I feel like that's important because you need to feel someone's energy before you go further with them. Like, pay attention to the energy.
Yeah. Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more, girl. And I live for, okay, what does he do in stressful situations? What does he do when he's upset? So, like, how do you handle yourself? You know what I mean? It lets me get a glimpse into your world of how you are and vice versa. You know what I mean? I'm sure it goes both ways, but paying attention to those details really is key as well, because you can pick up on red flags easier if you actually are more attentive, you know, and again, you're not having clouded judgment because you decided to do that act.
And it always
first.
Always.
Oh, always.
Your judgment's always going to be clouded.
Especially for us females.
If you give that cookie
the emotion. Yeah, we put the emotions with it too. So it's like, oh, it's okay that he cussed someone out. It's okay that, you know what I mean?
Just pay attention to how he treat people around him. Like you said, like everywhere we went, he knows someone knows him. I'm telling you, we can go anywhere, somebody know him. I'm like,
well, it comes with the territory now, because like you said, y'all both are entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Oh, did you? Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. You know, let's make sure.
It me so much.
Yeah. Now, how do you guys make it work with being both entrepreneurs? Because that's not an easy task. You know what I mean? When you have to make time for each other, make sure those schedules align, make sure you're having the date nights and things like that. Like, how do you guys make it work, both being entrepreneurs, where schedules probably be all over the place sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, our schedules are all over the place all the time, but we're together. We're together all the time. Like, I'm telling you, like, I've never been with someone as much as I've, like, when I was in a relationship, we would go our separate ways. Like, I'm kicking it with my friends, you kick it with your friends, you meet in the middle. Yeah. But with him, I'm telling you, like, we're in the field together. Since we're in the same industry, it's like we're at every event together. Okay. We're brainstorming together. We're talking about business all day, every day, to where we be like, look, hey, it's a cutoff. We got to cut this off. We got to cut this off. Like, enough business talk. Like, let's just try to have fun tonight, you know, but it's so hard because being an entrepreneur, both of us, is like, all we talk is what's next, what's next. So,
especially if you're trying to build together, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so the hardest part is really, like, just trying to, like, our, my bonus kids are 12 and 14. Okay. So it's like finding the proper time to spend with them, our family and friends, and just everything. It's just like, y'all always together, but I'm like, we really aren't. Like, we always together, but we're always working separately, if that makes sense. So, like, his suite is next to mine, but he has his whole clientele. I have my clientele. I might leave and do other business. He might still be at the shop, so we might not end up meeting until 11 at night, and we don't live together yet. Okay. So it's really like, waiting on that range.
I understand, honey. I'm not mad about it.
I'm trying to do it right, Lord.
Beauty standards, boundaries. We gotta have them in place. Yeah. I love that, actually, because that way we're not playing house.
Hello. Like, I'm still there for you and the kids, but there's some type of boundary until we go further. Even though I know that's my husband, I still have to set that standard, because that's what I set the standard for. When you kids, with moving in with the man, like, literally, I've been there, done that, not doing it again. Okay.
I like that you learned your lesson, because some don't. Some will continue to keep repeating the offense and wondering, why am I getting the same results? Yeah. So when you do something like, you know what, I'm not going to do it this time. You know what I mean? And really stick to your guns on that. Like, that speaks volumes in regards to your change, you know, that you've decided to make within yourself, and better outcome for the future.
Yeah, I can't wait. Well, when we get engaged, I'm moving in automatically. Okay. I'm not waiting until we get married. Like, we're on the time schedule.
No, because this time, now we're talking wedding, so it's a little different, because we need to be two heads together so we can figure this all out. Now, speaking of two heads put together, I mean, obviously, even in the relationship, you decided to go outside of your norm and accept someone with children.
Yeah.
Like you said, you have bonus children.
Yeah.
So how does that look in regards to, this is new for you. This is a great solid relationship, but it does come with children that are a blessing, by the way.
Absolutely.
But not everybody is always equipped for that particular role and responsibility. So how has that been for you as far as the, getting to know them, creating that bond and connection?
At first, of course, it was a bit uneasy for me because, again, that always been you got kids? Oh, no, I can't deal with you now. But his situation is different. He's a full-time dad. So I said, okay, now you gave me kids, but you also gave me a full-time dad too.
Yeah,
okay. But thank God for his mom, because she just helps with everything. Their mom is present in their life, but she lives in a different state. So that made me feel like, oh, okay, I gotta take on the role as the mom here. So I think I overplayed my part at first because I didn't know what to do. I'm thinking I had to overdo, but baby girl, she been calling me mommy since month 4. Aww. And I'm like, well, she asked me, so I respect that. And I said, yes, but I do want you to understand, I do know you have a mother.
Yeah, that part.
So whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Yep.
But we did come up with Boma, which is bonus mom. So that's my nickname that they call me. And I said, you want to call me Whitney? Call me Whitney. Yeah. Whatever makes y'all comfortable.
Yep.
But I had to give them grace because, again, I don't know.
Yeah, this is new for you.
I literally still sometimes be going on an emotional roller coaster because I don't know how to handle certain things.
Preteen and teen now, really don't.
And then I came in on puberty.
I was going to say,
like,
that's different from them being
like,
little.
I'm like, and then you say, oh, cool, they teenagers, but yeah, you dealing with teenagers.
So it's like, element. Yeah.
So yeah, I just, that's something I talk to him about, but again, he can't understand me because he's not in my shoes.
Right.
So it's just a learning curve. Okay. My babies, I love them. I do everything for them. They're on my phone bill. Like, I do everything for them. But I do everything that I can for them. Yeah. But yes, it's just still a learning curve.
Okay. No, and I think that's fair. And I remember one time that Pastor Vernon said that for some people that deal with their significant other and they have children, that you're on special assignment with that. Because not everybody can, that's not an easy role to take on as being a step parent, especially when it's not where we're blended families on both sides, because like you said, these are the bonus children for you, but motherhood, and you don't have to tell me if that's in your future, but it could be different when you don't have the children. It's been just you, when you ready to leave the house, you ready to leave. When you ready to come home, you ready to come home. When you want to eat, cook, you cook. When you don't, you don't, So now you have to now get out of that, mind frame of self and consider others. So
and that's
not everybody.
Yeah. I said, you have to understand, I've been selfish.
Yeah.
All my life.
All your life, right.
I'm worried about my man, but kids, no. Like, my niece and nephews, I can, hey, how y'all doing? Do whatever and
drop them
off. But I don't know how it is to they have me going on an emotional roller coaster because on some days you think they acting funny and then one minute they want you because they want something. So it's like,
buttering you
up. But you gotta understand, like, the kids will be kids. But it's again, like I tell them, like, it's a learning curve because it's so hard to unlearn being selfish when you've been selfish for so long. Like, it's really hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because people look bonus kids, which you got somebody who was like, no, like, it was a flat out no for me. So the fact that I'm doing it,
listen, it don't come easy, but you're doing it and it's working. Like you said, you guys are building and creating, and like you said, even just mindset, you guys are really trying to figure out what the future is looking like for the family. You know what I mean? So now it is just outside of, Whitney. But it's me, my man, our family, and how we're going to be able to create that generational wealth and, just really thrive, strive and thrive out here.
That's it.
I love it. I love it. So what would be some, because you've got a few years in now as you're, on your journey to engagement, because we're going to speak that in the atmosphere.
Absolutely.
We believe it, claim it. So what would you say is some words of advice that you would give the beauties and gents? What would be the ultimate makeover tip that you would give as far as someone maybe needing to do the inner work so that they can find their person?
So the advice I would give you guys is please do some type of inner work.
Yeah.
Like, do not go into a situation or relationship thinking that they should heal you or they need to help you be happy or they need to take care of you. No, you need to have something to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. And if you're not healed or even trying to be healed or need and wanting help to be healed, you can't come in just thinking somebody's supposed to take all of that off of you. Like, you have to do the work. You have to pray it off of you. You have to be able to be more than a liability. Do not be a liability. Be an asset, please. Bring something to the table. Okay, because even though he helped me heal, I have so much to bring to the table. So it's like, yes, he do want to help me heal because I have so much to bring to the table. So you'll be a fool not to help me.
Okay, period.
But please make sure that you are working on self. Even like if you're leaving one situation, do not hop into another situation until you do some type of work, something, check something off.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. And I think you guys, listen, similar words from me, myself, is that you have to do the work. You have to not only look in the mirror, but look in the mirror and really ask yourself, what is it that I need to do differently? Yeah. Especially if you're starting to see the patterns are the same. Like, I'm always ending up, heartbroken and confused. I'm always, getting, maybe cheated on or lied to. Well, have you set the right standards and boundaries so that way that's not a thing that can be accepted. You know what I mean? So you definitely have to appreciate you, value you, love you. Yeah. And I will say this as far as when I was going through my singleness as well, is that I could appreciate a good self-care. You know what I mean?
Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
Look, we love it. The girls are in love.
Hey, there's nothing nobody can do about it, okay?
Hello. But when you were in your singleness.
Yes. And one of the things that I can appreciate, I get dialed up sometimes. Yes. So that's why I can appreciate going to get my makeup did, which make sure y'all book with her, okay? So I'll have the information in the description. But so what are some things that you do in regards to just some self-care when you do just want it to be me time? Because you still gotta have your me time.
Yes, so that is very important. Anyone who knows me, before I was in a relationship, me time was every Monday at Cooper's Hawk. Eating and drinking wine. And just doing whatever I wanted to do on a Monday. Like every Monday. That's fair. I will not lie. Mm-hmm. Being in a relationship with somebody who has who's literally up around the clock, and then I have 2 extra people that I have to care about too. It's been so hard for me to have me time. That's one fair. Thing that has been so hard for me to get back into. Like, I feel guilty now having me time. So I'm just trying to get back to some type of me time. Like, I've been getting back to myself. Like, far as like shopping and dressing cute and doing my makeup more, because I had a point in our relationship to where I just was like blah, and it wasn't him. It was just like I was losing myself because I was so worried about them. So now I'm getting back to myself, and so when I incorporate those me times, I guess get my nails done when I do get them done, get my toes done, and I feel like those are necessities for me.
Girl, yes.
It's not a me time. That's not a me time day. Me time day is me being able to do whatever I want to do without any interruptions. So hopefully I'll be able to get back to that soon. But thank God my schedule has been so busy to where I'm just working and building a foundation for our future.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that either. We'll have to get you into that self-care. But
I know.
But that could also be a way of self-care because you want to be able to see, like you just moved into a new location. So obviously there's definitely work to be done.
Yes.
But I think that could even be self-care because you're getting to just be in your own mental and, whether it's the paintbrush on the wall, whether it's figuring out what to order on Amazon so you can decorate it the way you want to, like that could be a
Oh
of
yeah,
self-care?
I'm definitely in my self-care era right now, for sure,
Yeah.
because I've done the steps to get back to that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to be able to do my makeup videos, so that's
Yeah.
self-care, and just being able to take care of my clients is
Yeah.
self-care for me too.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, absolutely. And I don't know about y'all. Now I will say this: I do my makeup most of the time myself. But when I go to get my hair done or my nails, my hair beautician and my nails, they become my therapist sometimes. Like
yes,
we be just
we're all
having our
therapists.
girl
All
talk.
the beauty industry people are therapists, especially even my boyfriend. Like, oh my gosh, he ministers to his clients all the time, like literally,
Yeah,
and that's what we're here for. Like,
that's
that's what
right.
I'm here for. I can't speak for all beauty service people, but
Yeah.
I know the atmosphere that I'm creating for my clients is going
Mhm.
to be an atmosphere to where you can come in, sip some wine, have a talk. Even if you say, "Girl, I'm around your way. I need to pull up and have a talk with you."
Oh,
That's the type
that's
of
what's up.
space that I'm creating. So I'm just
Okay.
so excited for what's to come.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for you. I'm
Thank
excited for
you.
everything that is going to be happening in regards to your life. And
Yes.
I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to, hear about that engagement when it comes about,
Yes.
because then I'm going to have to return you back so we can do a part
Absolutely.
two of how it can
Absolutely.
happen for you too.
Yes.
I'm just a strong believer that, the
Please
true
no.
love will
Yes.
prevail in today's society where social media has got us all kind of twisted and
Oh my
confused.
gosh.
If we can get the fundamentals right, if we can get the foundation sturdy enough, you
Yes.
can really build upon that and it can last a
Yes.
lifetime.
Go back to the do you like me? Yes or no?
Yeah. Can we be best friends?
Yes. Can we
That's
be best friends?
something
Yes.
that I missed in my marriage. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm a divorcee as well, and I can honestly say when I took the time to look at me, like, wow, like he wasn't even he was sometimes my friend, but he was never my best friend for
Yeah.
real. Because there were certain things that I didn't feel like he could handle as far as
Yeah.
my truths and being able to tell him and talk to him. So a lot of times I either had to just keep it internally or I would be telling,
Yeah.
girlfriends or telling my family and telling my friends. But I always wanted that, and you would see it in the movies, you see it on
Yeah.
TV, and it's like, well,
Yes.
can that be? You know
Yes.
what I
You be like,
mean?
this is just you become bitter at some point of being
Yeah.
single. You just like this don't happen. It's just all fairy tale.
Yeah.
But
It's all made up.
literally, like I knew, like being 17 getting in a relationship offhand is just like
Yeah,
okay.
it's
But
risky.
17 to 27, that's where it becomes comfortable. So you
Yeah.
just choose to spend that time, but then you realize like we'll never be married. Like we're never gonna take this to a point where we
Yeah.
need to. So I just feel like please take the time to yourself,
Yeah.
and of course we're always gonna have that moments where we're bitter. I want to be single, love don't exist, and da da da.
Mhm.
But you have to manifest and keep thinking positively. Because I was looking at those um what's that, notebooks and and
Your
all that,
rom
those
coms and those
cutesy,
beauty,
and
those
crying and crying and
those
crying and
romance
crying. But I'm
movies.
like, I don't care. I'm gonna cry until they come.
I know it's gonna happen for me, and I
Yes.
love the fact that you said that. And it's not just a Sierra prayer, but it was just a prayer that you
Yes.
said consistently. That's another thing
Yes.
people keep misconstruing about her. Her prayer was not just one prayer
It
one
was
day. It was
consistently. Yes.
consistency. She was doing the internal work. She was having the right surrounding friends
Yep.
and family
Yep.
to encourage her and pray with her and pray
Uh-huh.
over her. So that is different. And like you said, manifestation is real. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? When you really, truly, and purely are doing what you need to do and
Mhm.
being open to the possibility that it can happen,
Mhm.
And kudos to you for deciding to find the strength to walk away. Because, like we had also talked about off camera, is that it's easier to just stay in something that you're comfortable with.
It is.
It's harder to walk away from something that you've spent years,
Yes. All you know.
building, and
Yeah.
this is all you've ever
Mhm.
known. So for both of us, just being able to just have that moment where it was time for a change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ultimately, both having thriving, healthy relationships
Yes.
is the relationship goal.
Cheers to
Okay,
us. Cheers
girl, you
to
better
us.
say that. Okay, y'all better get y'all life together.
Love is there.
Yeah, so love is real, y'all.
Yes.
And that's what I really want to bring out in every episode. And thank you so much, Whitney,
Of
for
course,
sharing that.
of
And don't worry,
course.
I got my question coming. But love is real, love is possible. But again, it will not just fall on your lap. It will not just come on your doorstep like an Amazon package. You have got to do the work. I'm
Yes,
telling y'all, I don't know
do
how much
the
I can
work.
stress this. And then the right person will come, because that way you have done what was necessary so you can appreciate what's to come next?
Yes, yes.
Speaking of what's to come next is my favorite question. And every guest I've had is always different. I can appreciate that. So, Miss Whitney Denise, when it comes to my favorite question, what makes you beautiful?
What makes me beautiful is my spirit, like how I care for others. That's what makes me beautiful, like my genuine spirit, like literally how I can pour into people, how I can still genuinely love people after they've done me wrong, after they've talked about me behind my back, like literally denying the flesh.
Yeah.
That's the major thing. Denying the flesh is what makes me beautiful. I just tell people, like, I don't know if you guys heard of Halle Bailey's Brave Face. Brave Face
No,
song.
I
So
haven't
if you
heard
guys get
yet.
a chance, listen to Brave Face by Halle Bailey. And I literally, like, this is what the makeup is. It's our brave face. So it just makes me feel brave, confident. When I walk in, it makes me feel like I can take over the world. But the true beauty is within.
That's
And
right.
that's for me. Like, I don't have to have makeup on to feel beautiful.
Yeah.
I can have anything on and still feel like I look beautiful.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not just vain. It's not just outside. It's really inside. Like, your spirit is what makes you beautiful.
Absolutely. Because you can have a beautiful exterior, but if your inside is
If
rotten,
it's ugly, ugh.
you are now ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's sad,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of women out here like that. But
Oh, for sure.
again, just remember that beauty is within.
Okay.
This is just an enhancement.
Yeah, I love it. That is a beautiful quality that I feel like we all,
Yes.
Can say that we possess as well. But yeah, but that definitely sets you, aside from the rest. And I'm sure your man would agree that the spirit is what draw him,
Yes.
and keeping him,
God fairy, yes.
Yeah, I love it. All right. Well, listen, there y'all go. You guys have another beautiful, wonderful, and hopefully impactful episode that this brought for you. Again, the ultimate makeover is really from the inside out, guys. So let's put in the work. Let's do what needs to be done. And if you guys need help with that, your girl is here to be able to walk you through it, take your hand, let's get you together, let's figure out what's going wrong, let's figure out what we can do differently so that way you can be able to be ready for that person. So make sure you guys book your relationship session with me at beautytote.com. I got my website. I feel like I'm grown now.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That was just a soft drop.
Yeah, I know, right? I got some things in the works. That's why I've been kind of quiet, but not really. But I do want to make sure that you guys know on Beauty Tote, book your session with me, get your merch with me. We just not rocking these cups for no reason. These mugs is on there as well. Merch, whatever you need, your girl got you. And I appreciate and rock with everybody that subscribes, that comments, that shares, that likes, that messages me and lets me know that in some way, shape, form, or fashion that these episodes are making a positive impact and shining a bright light in your life. So I thank you guys so much, and I love y'all so much. And you got anything for us before I close out, girl? Thank you for having me. And after you guys book that relationship session with my girl Brittany, come to me. Get your makeup done for your first date night. Okay? That's it. Thank you for having me, girl. Yes, of course. It wouldn't have it any other way. Yes. And of course, you guys, as always, let's make that change. Absolutely.